Land Rover Discovery Sport has been with us for 5 years now. It came out initially in 2014. How mad is that, firstly, that 2014 was 5 years ago? It's unbelievable. Since then, the Discovery Sport has become one of Land Rover's most popular models, having sold nearly 160,000 units across Europe alone. So before we take a look at the brand new Discovery Sport, let's reacquaint ourselves with what's made this car so popular. The Discovery Sport blends the rugged go-anywhere capabilities of the Discovery and the stylish design of the Evoque into an easy-to-use, likeable package. The styling is contemporary and handsome. It looks like a Land Rover should, and with the go-anywhere capabilities that a Land Rover should. The interior is stylish and easy to use. Standard equipment is generous, with copious amounts of leather and technology. The Discovery Sport is a car for all. Whether you're taking the kids to school or towing a horse box, the car takes everything that you can throw at it with competency. I love the way the car looks inside and out. I also love the way the car drives. It is comfortable and handles brilliantly on the road. It is easy to see why the Discovery Sport has been so popular. But how do you follow on from such success? Well, this is how. This is the brand new Discovery Sport. It takes the same recipe as the outgoing model and adds the latest technology and equipment to enhance the experience. The new Discovery Sport is available in a range of trims and engine variants. There are plenty of trim levels to choose from, all with different standard equipment levels. There are also 3 engine variants to choose from, 2 diesels and 1 petrol. Let's begin with the exterior features, and starting at the business end, the nose. It's had a redesigned front bumper and light clusters, and I think it's just added a real handsome look to the way it looks at the front. Around the side we have these incredible 20-inch alloy wheels, which on the previous shape Discovery Sport, they were the biggest that you could get. But now on this shape, we can have 21 inches. And as we all know, an inch makes all the difference. The rear quarter is Discovery DNA, and you see that in this car's bigger brother too, the Discovery. The changes around the rear also mirror the front. We've got a redesigned rear apron here, and the tail lights. They look stunning, don't they? Check out this boot space as well. This is exceptional. Electronically folding tailgate, always a great feature. There is acres of room in there. I mean, you could get pretty much anything you'd ever need in the back of here. And you could probably camp as well, actually. I reckon I could sleep in the back of here pretty easily. Sitting in the driver's seat, you really feel the difference. We have roughly the same architecture as the previous shape Discovery Sport, but everything in here just feels like it's been taken to a new level of quality and premium. The infotainment system is Land Rover's newest, and it is so easy to use. It is intuitive and fast. The space in the cabin is excellent. There's more than enough room for 5 fully grown adults. This particular model has got the 3rd row seats, and it's so easy to put them up. You literally pull these little toggles and then lift the headrest. It's literally that simple. Sometimes putting the 3rd row seats up in a car can be like, I don't know, constructing a small skyscraper, but these are exceptionally easy. The whole interior feels premium and quality. It doesn't leave you wanting any more. It is the perfect blend of ruggedness and elegance. But what about the driving experience? Has adding all of this extra equipment distracted from this car's dynamics? Well, no, it hasn't. It feels just as sure-footed, just as comfortable, and just as easy to drive as the previous Discovery Sport. It's just such a really nice place to be in here. The new dashboard and the new center console is great. It's so simplistic and so easy to use. The ergonomics of this interior are spot on. Everything is exactly where you would expect it to be. The crispness of the display in front of me is brilliant. I've got the sat-nav set at the minute and it's showing me the destination on the digital display. which is so clear. To drive, it's really quiet, really refined in here. The steering feels perfect. You know exactly what those front wheels are doing. They feel like they're attached to the wheel, which can so often be the case with cars that they don't, because there's so much electronics. But no, you feel really attached to the road in this. Driving position in an SUV, for me, is very, very important. And in here, it's spot on. You're not towering over other road users like you do in a Range Rover Sport, but you're not sitting on the floor like you would in, I don't know, say a sports car. You've just got a properly nice view around the car. It's light and airy in here, especially with the pano sunroof. I love that. I absolutely love a panoramic sunroof. This has everything you'd ever need. It's a really well sorted, all-round car. Now, I know that most Discovery Sport owners won't take their car off-road, but that hasn't stopped Land Rover putting all the equipment in anyway. However, if you would like to experience a Land Rover off-road, with every purchase from Rybrook Land Rover, you get a Land Rover Experience half day. Now, I went on one of those recently, and I'll put the link to that video at the end of this one, so check that out, but make sure you obviously watch the rest of this one first. It's a great day, a great half day. There's plenty of centres across the UK, and over there, they're great people. They show you exactly what a Land Rover can really do. And in all honesty, it will shock you. I had no idea that these cars were as capable as they are. I mean, I know that Land Rover has the reputation of being the ultimate go-anywhere car, but until you actually experience it, experience how incredible the technology is in these cars, you just won't know. So I would say, if you were to buy a Land Rover from Rybrook, do go and experience that, because it's a great, great thing. And you might learn a little thing about your own car, how it's going to handle if we do get a bad winter, which, let's be honest, it's now September and those headlines have come out already. Worst winter for 30 years. Now, I may be eating my words in a couple of months, but it happens every year, doesn't it? Every single year. Worst winter in 30 years. Of course it is. If you've got a Land Rover, you don't need to worry about that. But I think, to sum up the driving experience of this car, I would say ease and refinement. The gearbox changes gears seamlessly. It's very, very smooth. The engine doesn't feel rough and grumbly. I'm in the diesel at the minute, and for most parts you can't really tell that it is a diesel. It doesn't rumble like diesels used to. It's just extremely refined in here. I tell you what, it just feels like a really premium product. It really does. It's a great car, this. It really, really is. So there we go, a look at the brand new Land Rover Discovery Sport and a little recap of what made the previous model so great. Now, if you'd like any more information on any approved used Discovery Sport or the brand new Discovery Sport, do please contact your nearest Rybrook Land Rover retailer. And please make sure to drop this video a like, because there is plenty more content just like this to come. Hit that subscribe button to ensure that you never miss one of our uploads.